Welcome to another video. This is SAY WHAAA and today I'm stabbing myself in the back. Not literally of course, but I am showing you one of my decks, and really this is bad because I like to keep my deck secret and my strategy secret, so my opponents do not have an advantage of me. But I've seen Wargame Emporium put one on, and I've seen the one True Mirror put one on, so I'm deciding to put one on myself. Now, this deck can do colossal damage. When I mean colossal, one time it with Epic Wargaming Emporium, I don't believe it's on camera, but I've managed to do 600 damage. Now that's wiping out anything, like bang, dead. But I'm actually quite happy. And how do you make a deck do that? Well, basically you need, well, my deck, when it's got, well, my deck includes 8 basics and 12 stage 2s. No stage 1s, none whatsoever. And I will explain. So, let's start the Pokemon. Now, with basics, we've got Fennekin and Magma Zone. That's it. That's all I need. I've got 4 of each. I do need to get rid of these 2 because they only got 40 HP, whilst these have 60. But normally I use these ones as, you know, like a free move. Well, they can attack it and wipe it out, and nothing's really happening with me. But with my stage 2s, I've got Talonflame, Devil Fox, and Magma Zone. I've got 2 Magma Zones, in fact, 2 Team Plasmas, 2 and 2 regular ones. Now let me explain. With the Talonflames, the ability allows you to put it on your active Pokemon when you start in the game. So when you start a game and you got Talonflame in your hand, you may put the Talonflame on your active, and there you go. You may use that at stage 2. Now the second attack, you may do 40 damage to opponent, and you find 2 cards of your liking from your deck. And I normally go for my Pokemon first with 1 item card. I will go through the item cards later, so don't worry about that. But with Talonflame, I always look for the cards that I need first. I always go for essentials and cards that I will like. Well, essentials, semi-essentials, and then whatever's on the table, but in my deck. But with that's Talonflame. But with Magma Zones, I've got 2 of them. One of them, the Team Plasma one, got ability called Dual Brains. Now that allows me to use 2 supporters per turn. Now with the supporters I choose, well, I've got Talonflame up and I got all my Pokemon down, I always choose 2 of the same Pokemon. Now, 2 of the same Pokemon with the other Team Plasma, the other Magma Zone that I'm going to go with, can help me out a bucket load. It can really be a game changer to 1 or 2 hits to kill, to 1 hit kill. But let me tell you Duffer's Magma Zone. Duffer Magma Zone is called Magnetic Circuit. That's the one over here. And that one allows me to put down as many, well, it says you may put 1 electric energy to 1 of your Pokemon. Now, if you got 4 of them, you may put them down in any Pokemon you like. But those 2 are not my damagers. They're not attackers. They are on the bench being pretty. But they are quite good. Duo Ball on Team Plasma one does 80, and you both switch your Pokemon. And Magma Zone, the normal one, you basically do 100 and discarding card, electric card. So it's like 100 for 1 energy, but you need to use 3 energies to use that attack. With the Talonflame, it's 1 energy. I forgot to mention that, but you know, they're not attackers, and I always use 4 Devil Foxes for maximum chance of getting it, and for Fennekin's as well. But with my attackers, I use Delphox. Now, Delphox has a pretty good attack. For 3 energies, it does, well, it says, its attack is called Sack Storm, and it does 20 damage for amount of energies in play of your opponent and mine. So basically, if got my opponent and mine, add all the base, okay, let me really cut this up, haven't I? But yes, it says this attack does 20 damage times the amount of energies attached to all Pokemon in play. So let's say I had 4 energies on my Delphox and no energies anywhere else. So my half will be 80. Let's say my opponent had Keldeo and about 10 energies on Keldeo. That's 200. And 80 plus 200, 280. And I'll do 280 to their active Pokemon. That's how I really do it. That's how I get 800 damage. And really, it's a really good card with insta-kill and all that, but they do try to attempt to attack my Delphox, so I always try to put all my energies on my Magma Stones. So when my Magma Stones are, if my Delphox is dead, my Magma Stones can still do damage. But yes, that's that. They all, a sell-off, Talonflame, and 2 basics, got 140 health. And that's really problematic because it doesn't leave me room for some stuff. But if they're all 140, they just need to repeat whatever they're doing. And if I can't attack, they just need to repeat it. It's like 2 hits, 1 hit with some cards and a couple of hits in some others. But that's all that. And the Fennekin's and Magnemite are just there to aid the stage 2. So, right now, let's actually go through my trainer cards. Now, as you can see, I've got 9 different trainer cards. Now, these trainer cards really help me a lot. They're really fucking good. But as you can see, I've got 2 stadiums. Well, one of the same stadium. I've got 4 of normal, but 4 different types of supporters and 4 different types of item cards. Now, let's actually talk about my item cards. The one that's crucial to this deck is rare candies. Now, rare candies are really good. They allow you to choose one Pokemon and search your hand. If you had the stage 2 in your hand, you may skip the stage 1 and put it on. But basically, if you've got a basic, you may put the stage 2 on top of that basic. That's how I do turn my Fennekin into my Delphox. Now, and Timer Ball is for, I've got 2 of them. Well, I've got a playset of rare candies. I've got 2 Timer Balls just in case if I don't have my Talonflame up to get my my stage 2s. Now, Super Wad, I've got that because it's for any 3 of combination of Pokemon and basic Pokemon and energies. That allows me to get energies back. I don't bother getting my Pokemon back because I need rare candy. Now, there's one card, it's called Scoutland. No, it's called the stage 1 from Scoutland and Little Pup. Now, the stage 1 of Thousands allows you to get another item card from your discard pile into your hand. I don't tend to use, I'm not planning to use it. I think it's called Herdia. I don't plan to use Herdia, but yeah, that's one really good card I really need, but I'm full to the brim of cards. Now, Trainer's Mail is look at the 4 cards and choose a trainer card that's in there. Quite good. I do get lucky sometimes I do not. I tend to use trainer mails, I only got 2 of them as well, to get my rare candies or anything else. And I've got 2 Super Wads as well. I've got 2 Pokemon Data Centers, just for healing, of course. Like, what else are you going to use it for? Now, you know, if I still got my Talonflame out, and I normally do, I always look for Claimants. Now, Claimant allows you to look for 4 electric energy cards. Now, that's the card what always changed the game to normally meant 2 to 3 hits to kill to 1 hit kill, because right there, if I've got my team plasma, Magnum Zone and my normal Magnum Zone, I've got both of my abilities, and I may use 2 of them, getting 80, got a chance of getting 8 cards, 8 electric energy cards, and put them all onto one of my Pokemon, and that is plus 160 damage on that turn. That's one way to ruin the video. But yes, I've got 3 of them, but as well I've got Skylar to help me out find the claimants if my Talonflame's not there. I've got a Fisherman allowing me to put 4 basic energies from my discard pile into my hand. So let's say they knocked out a certain Pokemon like Talonflame. Yep, not Talonflame. No, not Talonflame. Delphox, and I had 4 energies on there. That's what I normally have, and I may put those 4 energies back into my hand and back into Magma Zone, doing more, helping me with damage. Now, with my trainer cards, my support cards, no, trainer cards, I've got Ultra of the Sun. Now, Ultra of the Sun allows me to have no weakness, so I try to get that card. If I'm against water, that's a mandatory card. I always use it always look for that first to use it, because right there and then they can do double damage to my Delphox, and that's my real damage, my attacker, and that's not good. If they can just they do 80 damage, that's me dead. 70 damage, that's me dead as well in one hit. So Ultra of the Suns are quite good. Now let me show you my energy cards. Now, as you can see, I've got 15 electric energies and 4 double colourless energies. Now, let me explain. I got 15 energies, well, technically 19 altogether, but I use 15 electric energies so I can use Claimant all 3 times. I would like to have the 4th one, but I believe that'll be overkill. And when I do use my 3rd one, I normally run out of energies because they're all on my Pokemon if I play my cards right. Now, each and every one of them right there is 19 times 2. So it's about, that's about 380. 380 damage just there. And that's not included of my opponent's Pokemon. Now, let's say if they've got another 19 odd, or I don't think they're going to have that much, but if they have about 10, that's another 100 damage, but that's really done. But as well, because the double colourless damage, basically each one of those equals 2, because it's double colourless energies, and basically each and every one of these cards, the more I've put them down, it's 40 damage, 40 damage, 40 damage, and 40 damage. So basically, right there, I've got 160 damage. Now, 160 damage plus 3 times 15, that's a bucket load, and that's why I've got so many cards. I do not plan to change this deck because it works, and it works well. And it's bloody brilliant. But these cards, there are 60 cards in here like any other. There is one card that's from the tournament cards, like 2009 World Championship cards. I must correct myself, but yes, there's one, and that's Super WAD. I don't normally use Super WAD, so it's just there as it's like, yay. And we allow it in our shop. Alex has changed it. Now, that's my Delphox deck. It's truly powerful. Got Eevee sleeves. That will be changing my sleeves, but you don't really care about that. But yeah, I've got that, and there's a little little thing to look forward to. I'm making a Sylveon deck. Actually, it's this here, because right now I've got Sylveon and Sylveon Volot. I am making that deck, and I will be showing you when I complete it, probably next week or 2. But yes, that's my Fennec deck. I hope you liked it. If you want to copy it, there you go. You've got all the cards. You may, you know, have it, claim it as your own. I don't really care. It's not copyrighted. You can do it. But yeah, there you are. And if you're one of my friends, please don't use water Pokemon against this deck. It's not that helpful. But and oh, one thing: do not let me get full powered with this deck. I do recommend that to anyone who's playing against this deck, because the second I'm up, it's like bang dead, bang dead, bang dead, bang dead. And if you don't have the right cards, luckily, unluckily, it's like that. I think this one time it happened to me with one True Mimikyu. Now, let me explain. I think it was against her only deck, the side guard get the deck, and she actually turned it around. I was like bang dead, bang dead, bang dead, and I've had some good flip coins, and I had some good flips, and she managed to turn it around against that deck. I was pretty impressed and a bit salty at the end, but it's quite good. But that's a long time ago. My memory's a bit fuzzy, but yeah, that's quite good. And it actually lost against this Sylveon deck, and this is only 34 cards out of 60, and it lost against it. So this Sylveon deck, like any other Sylveon deck, is going to be good. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please, I showed you a deck to have fun at. I will be making more of them. But yes, there you go. Thank you for watching, and ta-ra.